Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the links in the description down below in case you want to get any of the products that I use to make this video. First thing we want to do when we're going to detail the outside of a car is do the wheels and tires first. You don't want to get the brake dust and dirt and grime back on the paint or inside the wheel wells or back on the tires or anything else. Spray down the wheel wells first. Obviously, this is better to do with a pressure washer if you have it, but if you don't, just a regular hose will work okay. Rinse off the tires really well, and then go over the wheels themselves, and the calipers, and the brake discs, everything in there. I want to repeat this on all 4 wheels. Just do this in order when you do it. Do the front right, and then do the rear right, and then do the rear left, and then do the front left. Just go around in a circle like this. You always want to do that, kind of like an assembly line. Take your wheel cleaner. I prefer this. Sonax works really well. Just spray down the face first. I'll do the barrel, which is the inside of the wheel. Also get the insides of the lug nuts. Repeat this process on all 4 wheels. What you want to do is you have to let this cleaner sit for a minute before you can clean it off. You want all the green right there to turn purple, like what's in the back on the rotor right now. Just want to wet it so that it comes off a little bit easier. That's it. Just give it a quick spray. You want to take a wheel cleaner, like something like this from Speedmaster. Wet it down. From the top of the rim, work your way down. You want to do the inside of the barrel. Just rub it back and forth from left to right. Then you want to take a brush like this. Make sure you spray it off and get it wet. We got our wheels nice and clean. Now that we've got the rims good, what we want to do is use something called a dedicated tire cleaner. You want to use something specifically made for cleaning tires. You want to strip everything off the outside of the tire before you put any kind of application on it or dressing. You have to use a brush like this. It has a small, very low profile and stiff bristles, which is really good for cleaning tires. Take this spray. Of course, you got to turn it on first, right? It's going to go on white and it's going to turn brown. So again, work our way from the top to the bottom. Starting to turn brown. This takes a lot of effort and a lot of agitation. Keep in mind, we're only going to do this once every 3 to 4 to 5 months, because once we put our dressing on our tires, we're not going to have to keep reapplying it. It already turned from white to brown. Just work in one area and focus from the bottom of the tire near the rim to the top. How dirty it is. And keep in mind, these are brand new tires. I literally just had them installed. So they're not old dirty tires or anything. They've never had any kind of dressing or anything on them. They're brand new tires and they were that dirty. Put a piece of tape on the bottom of the rim and then roll your car forward or backwards. That tape is pointing straight up, and then you can clean the top part of the tire, which was on the bottom before. You want to really make sure that the tires are clean. So what I do is I actually go over it one more time and I put a whole new coat of spray on and I spray them one more time. Now this is the most painstaking part of the process, is doing the tires. And this stuff is the best tire coating, I would say, in the world right now, because it's an acrylic coating and it doesn't come off. So it's not like the stuff you get, you know, at all the different auto stores. So after you make sure your rims and tires are extremely dry and clean, you want to go over the edge of the rim with some automotive masking tape and go all the way from the top to the bottom and cover the entire rim. Then you're ready to start applying your coating. Get an applicator. I use a sponge. You could use whatever you want. I don't like sponges too much because they tend to soak up a lot of the product and it gets wasted, but this isn't a thick block of foam. It's pretty thin. So if you just pour this stuff right onto the foam, here's what happens. It's going to just fall off and just spray all over the place. And it just drips right off. So that's wasted product. A couple drops on there, just squeeze it together. Get it in there so that it absorbs into the foam. And once it's absorbed, do the top of the tire all the way up to the top here, right up to the edge of the tread. Again, don't get it on the part that contacts the pavement. Just get all the way up to the top, work it into these little grooves right here. So make sure you coat the tire evenly all the way around, and what you want to do is roll the car forward or backwards so that piece of tape that you had pointing straight down is now pointing straight up. And at that point, that's the bottom of the tire that you weren't able to get when the car was parked. So now you could access that part of the tire and finish going all the way around. And give it about 2 or 3 coats, maybe even 4 if you want. And depending on how much shine you want, the more coats you give it, the more it's going to shine, the better it's going to look, the more it's going to be protected. So make sure to repeat the process on all 4 tires, and this is what my car looks like after 3 coats. And I should get about 4 to 6 months out of it before I have to do this again. Last but not least, make sure you let the car sit for about a half hour after your final wheel, because you don't want to get any dirt or dust into the coating. It will become permanent. As long as you do that, you'll be fine. So thanks so much for watching. I really do hope this video helped you out. That's why I made it. I'm going to leave links in the description down below for all the awesome products that I used in this video. And if you can, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel for more awesome content, and let me know if you got any questions or comments in the section down below. I'm always here to help. All right, drive safe. Take care.